Hi everybody, this is Odd Samurai, and today I'm gonna be reacting to the newest trailer for Ginpachi-sensei anime, which is gonna come out on October, and I'm gonna be reacting to it. If you don't know, Gintama is my favorite anime of all time. It might be like my favorite piece of fiction of all time. So, yeah, I'm super excited. But before that, let's take a look at a freaking teaser of this Yoshiwara and Flames Arc remake movie? Hello? Like, I don't know if this was announced before we got this, but I didn't know. So this is not gonna be a reaction of it. I'm just gonna be talking about it and showing images because, like, I watched it when I first woke up this morning. I think I saw like a frame of Gintoki, and I was like, oh, I thought it was like a celebration of Shogun Assassination Arc because it's been 10 years. So I was like, okay, sure, let's see what they got. And then the more I saw, I was like, wait a minute, this doesn't seem like Shogun Assassination. And it hit me what I was actually looking at. Like, that fully woke me up. So yeah, that was like yeah, this completely came out of nowhere. So unfortunately, yeah, you can't see my first impressions, but I'm just as excited as I was when I first watched it. Even more so, I feel like. So yo, look at this. The lighting, it's insane. Like, the colors too. Like, look at this. Also, I think that they're also going for a more cinematic direction as well. Like, this is straight up just, completely. This is basically like, the Benisakura movie. Like, that whole arc was completely reanimated as well. And now I'm like thinking, with newcomers, when this movie comes out, I'm like, am I gonna be, because I'm a person who is like, just, watch the movie instead of the arc. You're not missing much. And it's just gonna be a better experience overall. But with this, I wonder if I'm gonna feel the same way about this, or I'm gonna be like, nah, just watch the anime version and then, watch this after whenever you can. I wonder. Because, looking back, I recently rewatched it. And even now the animation still holds up. I mean, this is in another ballpark. But I still, I don't know. Like, sure, it's coupled with nostalgia. But the animation and choreography, for example, like Gintoki versus Hosen and Kagura versus Abuto, Kamui versus Hosen, it's still really well done. So I'm gonna, yeah, they needed to really change up the visual identity to really make it feel like a new experience. Oh yeah. Yo, look at this! Look at the lighting here with the red on Gintoki's hair. And the way that the lights here are illuminating this part of his hair. It's so... I don't think... No, I don't think we've ever seen Gintama looking like this. Like, even in the final movie, I still don't think they took this approach. It would be insane, but like, honestly, this has the potential to look even more impressive than the final. We got Tsukuyo here. Look at the shading on her hair. Like the way that the smoke looks, and just everything about the background as well. Oh my goodness. You know, kind of reminds me of when Ufotable helped out for animation. I think it was the Shinigami arc. I'm getting similar vibes. Hinoa. I think I heard that her original voice actress passed away like very, very recently. So that's, rest in peace to Devi. She did a wonderful job. Here. No, not here. Unless, okay. Okay, well, I know exactly what this is from. This is Kogura and Shinpachi escorting Seta before the Hyaka attack them. Seta is looking like less childlike than he did originally. They're including the Shinsengumi, of course they are. I don't know how they're going to implement them in the story, unless it's just like in the Beni Sakura movie, where it's just at the beginning and the very end. But I'm curious. I'm not complaining. They look great. Like, are they posing as journalists? At first I thought this was just Hijikata being, intense with a courtesan. But no, this is most definitely Kondo. So Kondo is trying to be undercover? Sure. Like, I can't wait. I'm guessing Hijikata is like being like, Kondo-san, please. This is not gonna help us out. Katsura? Ugh. Like, what is Katsura doing in this arc? What is a polar bear doing in Arlington, Texas? Like, what is up with his clothes? Kamui looking so badass. Yo, oh man. Honestly, I kind of wish that we saw him with the all covered up with bandages a little more. There was something about that look that made him look a lot more just sinister and menacing. And there is a practical use for the bandages. I mean, not in Yoshiwara, but it's because, just in case something happened to his umbrella, then the sun wouldn't be able to do anything to him. Similar to how Umebusu was introduced. Yeah, he looks so cool. For the scene, I'm not sure. It could be a new scene, or it could be right before he takes off the bandages after he knocks out Kagura. Hosen with a courtesan. This might be when he's talking to Kamui before they fight. Yo, look at the shading. I feel like I've said that so many times already, but like it's so insane. This is right before they start fighting Abuto. Abuto's like, you guys chose wrong. I'm gonna turn you into mincemeat. And they say something about like, nah, you were wrong. We're gonna turn you into some kind of like sausages or, something relating to food. And this, I'm not, loving the way that Kagura's face looks here. But other than that, I like how they modernized this shot. But I really like the original anyway. And I actually, now that I'm looking at all of this, yeah, it's, all the lights are making some scenes really bright. But at the same time, like with Hosen, and then here, like look at Kagura's and Shinpachi's clothes. The colors look very muted. So it does look like they're gonna use colors for the tone of the scene. 2026. When in 2026? Who knows? Also, hello? Flames in Yoshiwara in Flames? What is this? Remember that Ginpachi-sensei segment when they were like... So, there were flames in the Red Spider arc. But shouldn't there have been flames in Yoshiwara in Flames? And he just throws it in the trash. So, honestly, I liked that the title of the arc was just metaphorical. You know, it's literal in flames because of all the suns and lights that Gintoki helps to reignite within the people of Yoshiwara. But hey, if they wanna indulge a little bit in the visuals, I don't mind. I just wonder, you know, how do things start to go up in flames? And I think it was this that made me think, oh, maybe it's Shogun assassination. And I'll show you what I mean, you know, what I was thinking about. I'll show an image here of the teaser of Shogun assassination in episode 299. But no, this has to be during the Hosen fight. But the fire is throwing me off. This is obviously considering the state that Gintoki is in. Probably after Hosen initially knocked him out with the kick. So this is probably after the Hyaka and Tsukiyo, you know, basically give a speech to him. And he gets up. Yeah, he looks amazing. I love the expression, the background. I love the way that the fire is highlighting his silhouette, or rather, you know, the outline of him. So yeah, I'm super excited. Yoshiwara in Flames is still, even now, like top 5 arc for me. At least if we're counting like series and semi-series. So it's Shogun Assassination, Farewell Shinsengumi, although these two are so close. They could switch anytime. Rakuyo, Four Devas, and Yoshiwara. So, yeah. I'm so giddy right now. Though I am a little sad that there was no Abato in the trailer. Like, that's the one thing that I'm like, because he's a top 5 character for me in the series. I love him. And I love his relationship with Kamui. Like, he already looks so good. Even with, like, you know, he looked a little rough at first, but as the arc goes on in the original, he starts looking more handsome. And I just know I would have fainted. Oh, how gorgeous he would look in this style. Anyway, that's it for that. Now let's get into what actually is going to be the reaction. Ginpachi-sensei. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Okay.
せんだよてめえら。ガンガン吠えてんじゃねえ。ハウス。何勝手な約束してんすか。なんすか。ツッコミ童貞地味メガネ君。童貞。
Oh, the opening.
今童貞っつったよな。この子ある。絶対ちげえだろ。なんでウサギ色の羽織姿。
Oh man, I missed them.
俺はあなたのことが好きです。受け入れてください。
Yeah, of course.
殺すわよ。
Typical Kondoのため。
僕はやります。ダメです若。
嫁小説の中で。
So you're still calling Waka Kyubei Waka here?
じゃあありません。カツラです。じゃあテスト頑張れ。以上。今なの。 今クラスが団結して一つの目標に向かってきてるの。結局だけの話じゃねえか。
Ginpachi-sensei hitting his students, that's not right.
ここじゃ俺は担任で、お前は生徒。
Nice
た
lighting.
だそれだけのことだ。僕たちで何とかしましょうよ。
Ending?
3年 Z 組の仲間じゃないですか。
新八だけじゃないある。
理
Oh, he looks good there.
ねえならねえで作るだけでさ。
俺たちには守らなきゃならねえ鉄の掟がある。
俺どうしても伝えたいことがあって。
Oh my god, Yamazaki and Tama?
組が初めて本当の仲間になれるような気がする。
俺はただ
Takasugi! Oh my god, Takasugi is coming!
お前明日日直だからな。遅刻せず学校来いよ。3年 Z 組。
Ginpachi-sensei!
恒例
Okay. Oh,
のあれやっとくか。えいえい。大掃除どうせ。てかいつ決めたんですかそんな掛け声。僕だってハブ。
oh my god, Shinpachi being the straight man. I loved. Oh man, I'm so ready for this to start airing. I just know I'm gonna cry when the first episode comes out. Man, I couldn't find one with subtitles. That's fine. It's just that, you know, I don't actually want to know the context of all this, but I still wanted to watch it. It seemed fairly easy to follow, although a lot of it felt random, but that's just very Gintama. Like this is just, you know, even in this universe, Sachan getting a crush on Gintoki, and now, like, it's not just Gintoki, you know, there's just, it was very simple before. He doesn't like Sachan, but she stalks him anyway. But here's like, oh no, this is a student and a teacher that gets yeah, more complicated. I am curious, like, what's happening here? Katsura saying his catchphrase. Why is Ginpachi-sensei kicking Tsura here? Like, I know that Katsura can be so dumb sometimes, but I'm just like, what could he have done for such a thing? This, I really like the, it's, you know, feels pretty simple, but I like the shading here and the lighting. There's a homely feel to it with the sunset, and it gives it a different feel than anything else that in almost everything else in the trailer. I love this Kagura outfit. She looks so cute, and I prefer that she's not wearing the glasses. She's wearing like the typical skirt of a delinquent. Sogo, he's probably challenging someone else to a wooden sword fight. It could be anyone, really. We might actually get some, maybe not, you know, it's not gonna get to the point of like serious Gintama, but I'm hoping we get some, a slight drama between the characters still, even in this setting. Yamasaki and Tama, like, that was just one episode and we never saw Saki and Tama together again, so that's nice that we're having it here. Here, yo, Takasugi looks sick here. Not you, Ellie. Here. Yo, this gotta be like the best shot of the entire trailer. Just look at the shading and everything. It looks so crisp. There's something so bittersweet about seeing Takasugi like this. Definitely a very different character that we are used to in the main series. like very serious, but at the same time, like this is a high school spin-off, so there's gonna be some ridiculousness to Takasugi's emo nature. And then here, oh my goodness, we're gonna have the Takasugi and Kamui fight that we never got! Like, remember when they team up in episode 215? Kamui's like, oh yeah, I'll fight Gintoki, and then I'll fight you. You know, you owe me that fight. And then it never happened. So I'm glad that they're giving us this sort of fan service here. And you know, Kamui's not a Yato here. Well, maybe actually, if we're considering that Kamui is from like a Kamui Bebop-kun, so he could still be a Yato. We could still have some bunkers fighting, if that's the case. Like, look at this. They made an explosion happen from one punch. Also, a strange feeling to see Takasugi use his fist and not a sword. Although we did see it in the Gintoki fight, but that was just pure pain. Anyway, and this is all I have to say right now. I'm super excited! Gintama's the GOAT! And I hope that other people will be watching alongside me when I'm doing the reaction for this. So if you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. Till next time, see ya!